I'm alive. Hi. Bank holiday Monday, 6 p.m. Me and this one. It's going to be a riot, isn't it? And we've got craft clinic. We have got craft clinic. So we've got questions and answers for you, which is really good. So welcome. What have you been up to today? Let us know what you've been up to today. Have you been out? If you have, where have you been? What have you done? What have you eaten?
Yeah, tell us what you've eaten.
Food's always a good one for us.
What is the project of the day? Whether it be gardening, mowing the lawn, because that's still a project. You did that yesterday. Mowed lawn? Did you? Okay. What is your project? Could you be doing a bit of decorating? You might be doing a bit of decorating.
Might be.
You might be doing a bit of upcycling, or you might be using your cadence, so you might have got a project like a set of drawers or something on the go. Let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, welcome to live shopping here at Highlight Crafts. We've got a fabulous team. I've got our Amanda demonstrating, and I'm going to do a bit too. We've got Ethan, Amanda's eldest, on cameras.
Oh, saw his hand. Oh my days. We're getting better.
No, he does it. It does it for me. See?
Don't do it for anybody else.
No, it doesn't. Ha, ha, ha. And we've got Amber on production. See? My mate, that's why.
I remember that.
Yeah, you remember that. Ethan's like, whatever. Anyway, welcome to live shopping here at Highlight Crafts. You can watch us on different platforms. So you can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and on our website, which is highlightcrafts.com. If you're going to shop on either of our social platforms, we're going to show you a product, and that product will have a code. And all you need to do is type shop and then that code into the comments underneath the live video stream. So it's super easy to shop. And you can shop while you watch. You don't have to go away to find a website, to go on the website, to find the product, to put it in your basket, to check it out. It's just done while you're watching us, which is brilliant. Then we're going to send you a message which will land in your social media inbox. And in that message, there will be a link. When you're ready to check out, you're going to click that link. That will take you to highlightcrafts.com. You're then going to log into your account. That's really important, because by logging in, it means that you then get your club member benefits. So extra discount, loyalty points, and on a basket spend over £35 free shipping, which is great, right? If you haven't got an account with us yet, please open one, because it automatically makes you a member of Club Highlight, which means that right from your first order and all your orders going forward, you will get that extra discount and those loyalty points and that free shipping over £35. So it's absolutely, and it doesn't cost you a penny to join. If you're going to shop with us on our website, which is highlightcrafts.com, you can literally add the items that you wish to purchase to your basket. They're all down the side of your screen, and you literally just click on the ones that you like. Then they're going to appear in a little red shopping bag at the top of your screen. And when you're ready to check out, click on that basket, and that will then take you through that login process and check out. You can also shop ahead. So if you are going out for days out, which absolutely, we all do it, don't we? And you can't take us with you and shop as you go, you can go onto highlightcrafts.com, go onto the home page, and there's a banner there that says shop today's deals, and you'll be able to shop from there, which is super, super cool. You all right? I've got lots of people with us today.
Lots of people. Lots.
Look at you lot.
I know, lot. I know, right?
Day off?
No, right.
No.
So we've
Go
got
on.
Lisa, Sandra, Barbara, Elspeth, Wendy, Davina, Alison, Linda, Sue, Veronica, Julie, Jackie, June. Oh, Crafty Lou's
Crafty
here.
Lou.
Becky.
Yep.
So I've starred a few, because messages were coming in that quick. I couldn't keep up with you all.
Okay.
Our lovely Jackie. See? Lovely Jackie. It's been raining here all afternoon.
I know.
And she's got a dodgy ankle.
Oh, Jackie, that's not good.
No.
I had one of them, didn't I, when I came up from Glasgow? Went right over on my ankle. Didn't hurt at the time. It did when I'd done it.
Exciting news.
Oh, go on. Exciting news.
Our Barbara B.
Barbara B.
She's been using a sublimation printer today.
Oh, how
And even though her
exciting.
hands aren't the best, she's thoroughly enjoyed working on it.
Brilliant.
Da, da, da.
That'll be back in stock soon.
Mrs. H99 is off to YouTube to watch us in widescreen.
Oh, something like that.
So, I know, right? Turn sideways. Pull your cheeks in. So, our lovely Jo Reynolds making sublimation tumblers today. She says, I'm loving it, costing me a fortune.
I know, it's great though, isn't it? Listen, I can't talk. I spend more money here than I earn. Go on.
Our Mary. Oh, she's been out for a pub meal.
Oh, nice.
She's had a chicken curry, not normally her choice, but she thought she'd have a go, manage using one, bless you. It was very tasty, Mary says. Oh,
look at you. We need to do that again, don't we? Go out for tea.
What's this one? Becky, it's been a day spent doing prodded. She's been on hospital.
No, that's not good, is it? Poked and prodded. As long as they're making you better, that's the main thing.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody.
Right, we're going to start with the Pro Cut tonight. And we've had a question in, because this is Craft Clinic, so get your questions in. We've had a question about, can the machine cut fabric as well as just cutting paper? The answer is absolutely it can, and it cuts it brilliantly. So I'm going to start with a demo, that's all right?
Yeah.
So,
you gave me 2 biscuits before 15 minutes before we came on air.
I did, to be fair, and coffee.
Coffee and sugar 15 minutes before we came on air. It's not my fault.
I know better than that, don't I? Right, so on the show we have got this. I love this material.
I love this.
So we've got 1/2 metre. That's a lot. Look at that. All that lot.
That's
all
lots.
of these gorgeous hydrangea heads. And then what we did was we did a set of dies that went with them.
We did.
And this is a cotton twill, so you literally take the outline of the die, so I'll show you this one, place that over the top of there, and then we're going to run it through and cut our fabric. And it gives you that nice edge that you can stitch on, which is fab. So we're going to show you how to cut fabric on your Pro Cut.
Yes.
I feel bad having to cut into a piece of fabric just to do that, but you know what, it'll get used, won't it?
Yes.
It'll end up in Amanda's stash. Ethan, more stuff. Can you even fit in your house anymore? No, he's going, no. And Amanda's like, shut up, Mel. Shut up, Mel, it's all mine.
We've got 2 new family members when we get home.
I believe so. Go on then.
Yeah.
Share.
Yeah, we've got
Can't
2
say
budgies.
that. 2 budgies.
2 budgies are joining the family. We are building a menagerie. So my youngest has got these 2 budgies. Just a minute. I'm going to get this die for our Mel down there like that. There you are, look. So he says, what do you think to these names, Mum? He says, now I think they're called Budge Is. Budge Is. So they're now called... That's how he were telling me. I'm just reiterating the conversation.
I know, it just makes me laugh.
They're called Shift and Scooch. Shift up and scooch up, or budge up and scooch. So that's what we've got, shift and scooch.
You're confused? I am.
So that's what they're called.
Oh, 2
family
budgies.
members.
That'll be noisy. How many dogs? 3 dogs.
3 dogs.
3
and
dogs.
they're all prey driven.
Oh dear. Oh gosh. That's going to be like, I thought I put it.
I know.
I thought I put it.
3 doggies looking at me.
Yeah, going, lunch. Just saying. Right, so I've taken the die and I've put it onto the fabric and I've just taped it down with some tape that's a little bit stickier than your normal.
Yes.
All right, because we're going onto fabric. So in your Pro Cut box, and we've got a cracking deal on this machine, you're going to use your 3mm plate on the bottom, then your magnetic shim. It all comes in with that machine bundle. We're going to place that on so the die is facing up, and then you also get your metal shim, and this is the key to cutting your fabric with your thin metal dies, because what it needs is you need to create like a pair of scissors where you've got 2 metal blades going like that. So therefore we've got the die and we've got that metal shim, and then all we're going to do is literally offer it up to the machine. Now the machine deal that we've got on at the moment is really good actually. It's not quite the same as the one we had before, but we were kind of...
That was bonkers.
Yeah, that was kind of forced on us, but we've got a good deal for you. So the Pro Cut should be $169.99. We've dropped it by £60 to $109.99. But what we've included this time is the die cutting club. I know, which launches soon.
It does.
Does it? Do we know when?
I don't know exactly when, but I know that we were in over the weekend and Stephanie has done all of the demos ready.
Has she?
Yes.
Filming it this week at some point. Yeah, it's 2 Red Robin's birthday tomorrow, so we're kind of working it. One more sleep, and it's 4 years old.
One more sleep.
Feels like it's been here forever, though. Do you not think?
Yes.
4 years, it feels like it's gone in a blink. Well, it just feels like it's been there forever.
Yes.
There you go. Now look at that. That is cut perfectly. So thin metal dies through your Pro Cut. So you do need your metal shim. It comes in the box. Now it should be $169.99. We've dropped it to $109.99, and then you get your club. Now your club is worth $29.99. So the way that it works here at Highlight Crafts, if you're new to us, is we have a club. And when you join the club, and all you need to do is open an account, it's super easy. You then become a first tier member. And in the first tier, you get 5% discount on all your products, which is brilliant. Even things like your Scan and Cut and your Pro Cut.
Everything.
So that 5% brings that price down to $103.55. Then we give you points for every pound that you spend. So in a couple of weeks' time, you'll get a £5.18 credited to your account.
You will.
Then you're also getting the club, which is worth $29.99.
It is.
So with all that, take off what you would pay for the club, etc., etc. Your machine is actually costing you $68.38. Now, obviously, you're going to pay the full price, but then you get your discount, you get your points added back, and that club included. It's a cracking price, and I'll tell you why. This is, for me, is the best die cutting machine that's out there. I said one of the best last time, and I underestimated it because how many of you are sick of buying new plates? Because they do that. I know it's really frustrating, isn't it? It's like that brown envelope that comes through your door that you really don't want to pay, but you have to keep your household going, to keep your die cutting going. You have to buy new plates. Not with this machine. So this is a 5mm plate that has been used and used and used and used and used, and it doesn't matter where I press on that plate, it will not rock.
Nope.
It's flat as a pancake. And you can see that's had thousands of cuts on both sides. So even now, that plate, flat as a pancake. So if you're in the market for a really good quality die cutting machine that'll cut everything from your fabrics, it'll cut your thin leather, it'll cut your faux leather, it'll cut thin grey board, it'll cut mylar with your metal shim.
Well,
because you're getting everything included, including the embossing mat, the magnetic sheet and the metal shim and all the plates that you need, that is a cracking deal. Also, it doesn't take up much space on your desk. That's the thing.
Small footprint.
I like that too, a very small footprint. So if you want that, Shop Machine will get you that today for $109.99. Then you get your discount, points back on, and you get that club. And the club isn't going to be, we're going to rock up on a Monday and go, right, this is a £60 collection, you need this to do your next class. That's not what it's about. The clubs are all about education. So what Stephanie's going to do is take you on a journey of die cutting, and there's nobody better to do that than Stephanie, because she's pushed the boundaries of die cutting ever since Tattered Lace launched. And continues to. So there won't be anything that she can't answer, which is brilliant. So make sure that if you do fancy a machine, pop that in and you'll get that club with it, which is great.
My favourite function is the stop and reverse.
I like that one too, because then you can do little dies, right?
You can.
And the other thing I would recommend is sometimes we bring you the pockets, you know, the clear pockets. They're brilliant with your die cutting. So if you ever see those on a show, the clear pockets, to replace your cut tidy, and it's a much more
economical.
That's the word. I was going to say inexpensive way of buying those. Now then, we also have the fabric and the dies on the show. Can we just say that, which is lovely. Yes. I love that, and they're on a good price too. So you can have either Shop Rose. This is going to get you your die set, first of all, but the fabric is Shop Panel. So Shop Panel will get you that little lot. So if you're a quilter and then you want to embellish with these, how lovely would they look? Also, your petal porcelain.
Yeah.
That will make it
your
stiff.
Fabric decoupage.
Yeah, fabric decoupage glue. So you're going to get all of those for $14.99. Now you need the dies, or maybe you're not bothered about the dies. Maybe you're going to cut them out yourself. Absolutely fine, but we do have the dies that go with it if you want that as well. So Shop Panel will get you the rose panel for $14.99. Shop Rose will get you the dies for $6.99. So with your discount, under £20 is going to get you half a metre and your dies.
Now these, again, you can put them practically on anything. If you're upcycling or recycling, if you're a stitcher, There is an outside line for you to be able to put your locking stitch on there as well to make them into a plique. Like Mel said, your porcelain, which actually shapes it and leaves it in its shape. And also your fabric decoupage. These would be lovely on inexpensive canvas shoes.
They would be really pretty.
Aren't they?
I actually think you could scan that in and get it to cut out on your scan and cut. What do you think? You could on this one. I'm not sure about the roses because it might not be enough contrast, but you could on that one.
It'd find that, definitely.
So this is your hydrangea. So if you want the fabric for this one, it's shop fabric. That is $14.99. And if you want the dye for that, it's shop hydrangea, and that's $6.99. But we've left enough space around to be able to get all your dyes in. So you don't just have to cut one at once, you can cut several at once. Right, so that's your fabric bit. Okay, so will the Pro cut anything, cut fabric as well as paper? Absolutely it will. If that answers your question, you fancy one, you know where to come. Right, next.
What was the next question, please?
Next question was about Sospeso Trasparente.
Right.
The glue.
Oh.
The films.
How do you use the glue with the films? Well, that's an easy one. I can answer that one. So, I've got my glue somewhere.
All right. Here
we are. Right,
Here's
so
one you made earlier.
Sospeso Trasparente is an Italian brand that Stephanie and Diane found at Frankfurt at the trade show. And they do sheets that are already pre-printed. They're almost like transfers that are bonded on to this specific plastic because it's super, super, super flexible. But then they also sell blank sheets of the film. So they do a clear one and they do a white one. And the clear one is the one that I tend to use with my rice papers. So if you've got all those florals that you've got in Micro Studio, in that digital library that you've been building up, this is what I've done with that. So I've taken some of the flowers, made myself an A4 sheet full of them, printed them off on a rice paper, and then you use a special glue and you put it colour side down onto the clear film. The reason I'm going to say rice paper, and I know Stephanie says that Monica, who owns the company, uses a copier paper. I don't know what kind of copier paper she uses, but I found a really thin one, and it was still almost had too much structure to make it flexible. So I'm going to say rice paper for me. That's the one that I've got the best results out of. So all you're going to do is take, and I'm not going to do a whole sheet because that would be a waste, but take your clear film. And then you want your glue for paper. So this is you can use napkins. Napkins will be perfect because they, again, they're a very open structure to them. So they're perfect for that. And then all I do is put a little bit of glue. So a line of glue down there. Get a piece of cut and use foam and literally just spread that glue out. Okay, so all you're doing is spreading that across that plastic sheet. Okay, then you'll take your rice paper and you're going to put it on the clear one with the colour facing down, right? So that when you turn it over, you've then got the sheen of the film on the other side. So if I just position this on here and lay that on top of that glue, and then I use the back of the foam to smooth it out, like your wallpapering. Start in the middle and work out. And then you're going to leave that to dry. I'm going to say for about half an hour to 45 minutes. You can see the glue on there right now. Once that disappears, you'll know that it's dry, and then you just cut them out. Now, one thing I will tell you, when you're heating it over a tea light, you can still heat it with the rice paper face down over the flame, but it'll curl the opposite way. So the rice paper forces it, instead of going that way, it forces it to come back the other way, so you just have to mould it. Now, if you're using the white one, the difference is, if you want to use the white one, just put that here, Melanie, honestly, disorganised chaos. The white one is very much like when David does his rice papers and he white gessos first, you get more clarity in the colour because it's got a solid white behind it. So when you're printing on rice paper, and you'll be able to see the difference. So that's without the white behind it. That's with the white behind it, so it gives it that block colour. Now, the thing you won't get with the white is that high shine gloss, but we sell the gel, the resin, a gel resin that you can then paint over the top. Now, you'll need a couple of layers because it's got to go, one will go into the rice paper and then the other one will sit on top. So that's the difference. They both do exactly the same job, it's just that the clear one, you get that shine. And the white one is if you want more intense colour. Okay, so that hopefully that answers those questions for you.
Why do you use the cut and use?
Because it doesn't drink in the glue. So if you use something like a kitchen sponge, and I used to use that on my scan and cut mat, I've changed to this. It doesn't drink it in, and also you can wash this and it gets rid of all the residue. I also like the fact that you can smooth it out with the back piece as well. So a little piece of that. Most of us have got this now because it is just a brilliant product. And that's how you use your Sospeso Trasparente. Right, I want to go now. Go on.
Can you use napkin glue or would you have to use the glue from that?
I would use the glue that's recommended because it's made to bond to that plastic and then mould with heat. If you use the Cadence glue, I don't know how it will react with that heat. So I would just, honestly, that one. Now, if you want the 4 sheets of white, 4 sheets of clear, and the glue, it's shop film, and it's $39.99. Think about all those digital pieces of artwork that we bring you within Minecraft Studio.
Absolutely.
In the studio, all those different ones, even the things like the robins that we're bringing tomorrow because it's birthday tomorrow.
It's a birthday.
Will be great on that. Right. Yes.
Also,
your flower of the month.
Your flower of the month.
Absolutely.
Okay, so even these, because it's you can print onto the rice paper, then put it onto here, and then you can still use your outside line die to cut it because it will cut on here, but you've also got a trick how it cuts on the scan and cut, hasn't you?
Yes, I showed you that on Saturday morning. So if you watch the Saturday at, I'm going to say about 9:45, because we split the hours on Saturday, you'll see how to do that. There's a few hints and tips on there for you as well. So if you want that, shop film, $39.99. Right, I want to go to the hot foil pen, please, Amanda, because this is a deal and a half.
It is.
Right.
Let's do-si-do. You talk about that, I'll get some out.
Right, let me find me, where did I put me on me?
They're all here.
Have you got them? Lovely. Right, so, hot foil pen. We brought you this quite a while ago now, and it's been out of stock for a while. Oh, I hate these stands. Why do we even bother with these stands? Drive me crazy. Right, so, foil pen. This is a brilliant product. So, let me show you exactly what you're going to get in the box. But today is a deal and a half. Right, so in your box, you're going to get your super fine nib, which is that one, with a really fine tip. That's your outliner. And then you've got a bold tip there, okay? Then you're also going to get the pen itself that you pop the nibs into. You get a little stand so it doesn't touch your surface. And it just works with a USB plug. And then you get a 3-meter roll of gold and a 3-meter roll of silver foil. Not a little piddly little bit that you then have to go and buy more. You get quite a lot of foil in there, which is fabulous. Now, I'm going to be really honest with you about this product. When it first came out, I was like, yeah, that's not for me. And I'll tell you why. Because when I was going inside a stencil, quite a big open area, you then had to fill that open area with a fine nib, and it looked really scratchy. It didn't give you that nice seamless finish. It looked like it was been done by hand rather than done professionally. And then Stephanie brought these in, and this absolutely changed the game for me. These are your wide nibs. Now, sometimes we bundle them with them, but we've done such a good deal on the pens today. These are a separate purchase. But please, 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 if you're treating yourself to these foil pens, or if you've already got one and you haven't got the wide nibs, treat yourselves to the wide nibs, because this is what makes this look incredible. So, normally, these are $39.99 each. Now, whenever I'm demonstrating, I have 2 going. I have one with the fine nib in, and then I have another one with the wide nib in. So these have been out of stock for ages. We've got stock back in. And we've done a deal because it's bank holiday chaos. I'm presuming this is going up at midnight tonight, Amber. This deal can't stay on much longer. So, Shop Pen is going to get you 2 of them. So 2 cases, 2 gold foil, 2 silver foil, 2 pens, 2 sets of your nibs, so that you can have one with the fine one in for outlining, and then without having to take that out, cool it down, put the wide nib in and heat it up, you can have your second one with your wide nibs in. So you're going to get 2 of them. Bearing in mind one of them is $39.99, you're going to get 2 for $34.99. So you're saving £5 on one and you're not paying for the other one. That's crazy, right? That's brilliant value for money. Shop Pen will get you both of them today for $34.99. Then you get your club discount, then you get your points back, and get some foils or something else into your basket, and you're not paying shipping over £35, which is incredible. Now then, I want to show you some of the finished samples, because I think this will make you understand how good those wide nibs are. Look at that. There isn't a single area on there that isn't foiled, and that is just done. I've done all these, done them through a stencil, started with the fine nib, outlined it, gone in with the wide nib with all the silver, and then I've gone back to the fine nib and just added little flicks of colour so it looks like it's etched. Look how professional that looks. You wouldn't be surprised if I had said to you this has been printed and we're selling these as topper sheets. You wouldn't be surprised, but that has been done by hand with the foil pen. Look at that. Absolutely brilliant product. Please do not miss out on this. If you don't own this already, now is the time to treat yourself, because this is the deal of the day for me. Absolutely phenomenal. Look at the quality of that foil. It's all done with our classic foils, which we've also got on the show for you. But look how stunning these are. Look at that. I mean, imagine your Christmas cards. And the great thing is you can use these with a power bank. So you can sit with a tray on your knee at night in front of the telly with the rest of the family and just foil. Now, look at it on the top of black hybrid acrylic. Look at that. Now that's a big open area to do that. Look how perfect that is. It's blinking brilliant, this product. Please, 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 if you haven't got one, treat yourself. Even if you only ever use it for your sentiments, if you use it to just with a ruler at the side of it, just to do edging, all of those different things that we can now do because we own this foil pen. But please get those wide nibs. So with the money that you're saving on the pen itself, this is one Amanda did, look. With the money that you're saving on those, on that one pen, please buy the wide nibs, because that's the game changer. If you've already got it and you haven't got those, add them into your basket, because believe you me, that makes that far more enjoyable. It's a joy, an absolute joy. Right, now then, so Shop Pen is going to get you 2. If you've already got one and you're thinking, well, I don't need 3 mil, you can get one by itself, and instead of being $39.99, we're doing it today till midnight for $19.99, half price. Half price on stock that we can't keep in the building. Right, Shop Pen gets you 2. Shop Set gets you 1. For your wide nibs, you want your Shop Wide, $9.99. That's going to get you those 2, which is brilliant. And then foils. Now, this is the one that have done all of those, apart from the unicorn. These are the foils that are used on every single one of those cards that I've just shown you. You've got your copper, gold, rose gold, silver, and a really dark, deep chocolate. It's almost like a dark espresso coffee colour. It's a beautiful colour. And you get 3 metres on each, so you're getting 15 metres, which is about 45 foot, I know, of foil. And you get a lot out of it. So Shop Classic will get you the classic foils with a £5 discount today for $19.99. My top tip when you're using this is get your piece of card and get your stencil and put a small amount of stencil spray on the back of the stencil. Then put the stencil onto the piece of card, position it where you want it. Take a piece of low-tack tape and make a hinge at the top of the stencil so you can lift it up, and fold it back. So you've got your piece of card and then your stencils attached with a piece of tape but off the card. Then you're going to cut yourself a piece of foil. You're going to put it onto that cardstock and you're just going to smooth it out. Then bring your stencil forward so it bonds to, it touches that foil, and the stencil spray will then help the stencil pick the foil up. So if you miss any bits, when you go back down, it's in exactly the right place. So you don't have to start patching up foil. It is absolutely superb. You can put foil on your reflections if that's what you want to do, but your foil pen and your wide nibs together, absolutely brilliant. £9.99 for your nibs, £34.99. So we're knocking £5 off one and giving you a second one for nothing. That's crazy. Please don't miss out on that. Shop pen gets you for two, shop set gets you one. Right, Amanda, do you want to do a quick demo on this, love?
I will.
While we're at it.
So what Mel's suggested is exactly what I've done. I've made a hinge with my stencil. I've then got stencil spray already on the back of the stencil, and I've laid down my foil, cut my piece of foil, laid my foil down, and then picked it up with the stencil. Okay, so that foil is now attached to the stencil. It's not going anywhere.
Because otherwise you're fighting with everything. You're fighting with your card, you're fighting with your foil, you're fighting with your stencil, and your pen's doing that. This is a brilliant way of doing it. Can I do it? Can I do it? I haven't done it for ages. Please. Can you see that look then? Thank you. I love this. Sorry, Amanda. I haven't foiled for ages and I missed it. So all I then do, this isn't because you can't do it, I'm just doing it because I want to. Look.
I know.
Look at this. And
I
you
knew
can
earlier
see
on.
it change. I'm itching. I haven't foiled. It's my, when you sit there and just go and breathe, that's what this is for me. And when you get to a stage, so I do this, right, backwards and forwards like that. If you get to a stage where you start to see the foil go baggy, so you're pulling it towards you and you're getting almost like a ridge there, just go back like that. And just fill it in. And I'm telling you, there's no pressure on this. Nope. I'm not pressing down firmly.
Absolutely not.
You can literally, the lightest of touch will cover it. So if you then miss any bits, when you lift this up, if you've missed any bits, like I've missed a tiny, tiny bit there, that tiny, tiny bit is still on that foil. So you can go back in and just go over and fill it in. That stencil spray, it's another reason for buying your stencil spray. I think we're up to about 10 or 11 different reasons for buying that. But look how much quicker that is than doing it with a thin, with a fine nib. I'm going to show you, I will do. I'm just going to get down to the bottom here. And you can see, look, you can lift your foil up and go, oh, I've missed a bit there, and go back in. Now, this is the bold one. I started off with the fine one, but even this, look at the difference. You've got to do this. And you've got to bounce it off the sides. And you can see already, look how the stencil's starting to move. But also you've got to go that way. And then you've got to go back and go that way to make sure that you're getting it all. Those wide nibs absolutely changed the game for me. I didn't even take it on TV. I was like, no, it's not for me. It's just not for me. Those... Absolutely. Now I can't put the blinking thing down. I love it. It's a really good piece of kit. And actually the price, $39.99, to be able to hot foil is brilliant. But to say we're knocking a £5 off that and bringing it in at $34.99, that'd be a deal. I'm giving you two.
I know, that's bank holiday, bonkers.
That is bank holiday bonkers.
Because also I'm trying to think of the word, properly word. When you have...
Is it a film or a book or a TV programme? It is like charades here, I'm not going to lie.
It's a method of printing that adds another layer of quality to cardstock. So, such as Hunky Dory do this beautifully. They do foiled toppers.
Yes.
But it is a premium function to have on there, isn't it? It's a premium thing. So if you buy a set of sheets that are foiled,
yes,
you pay X amount.
Oh yeah,
and there's less in it because you're paying for the foiled aspect.
Yeah, you are, absolutely.
If you buy something without any foil on,
do it yourself.
You get more and now you can do it all in the comfort of your own home.
It is brilliant.
So then being able to do that means that if you do make and sell, whether that be for charity or anything else, you can add that little bit because you're offering a premium service.
Premium service, absolutely. Well, wedding invitations, things like that as well. This is going to be great for, even if you just highlight it. And then it's so easy to use. I mean, there's nothing difficult about it. And I know there was another company went after this and we got there first. And I'm very pleased that we did.
Yeah, so am I.
Right?
Yes.
So, look at that. I mean, it's just meticulous,
isn't
it?
It looks like it's been done.
It really does look like it's been done in a factory.
Yes.
Professionally done with heat and all the rest of it. And those great big Willy Wonka's machines that do all this instead of chocolate. It's got card in it. But, I mean, look at it. It's just perfect.
It's seamless.
But it's quick.
It is quick. That speeds it up tenfold. Earlier on in the other show, Mel said, okay, and this was quite a statement.
Oh, did I? What did I say?
She says, having those
yes
meant that you then bought the product.
Oh, absolutely. I was happy to go on TV and sell it then.
Having the wide nib definitely made a change for you, didn't it?
Huge.
Those two nibs.
Yep.
And if you've already got them, we do have the nibs on. You can actually get the nibs as an extra. And we don't just give you one, you've got two of them.
I know.
We're giving you two.
Absolutely. So if you've got a friend who's coming round, you can both craft together.
Absolutely, yeah.
Seriously, that for me is the deal of the day.
It really is.
Without a shadow of a doubt. When Katie said to me, we're doing it at $34.99, I was like, oh, that's good. We're not going to $5. She went, yeah, for two. I was like, are you serious? Why are we doing that? She was like, didn't I? Yeah. I was like, why are we doing that? It's a brilliant product. Why are we giving it away? Katie was like, that's it.
Well, that's what we're doing.
There you go. You get your deal. So shop pen will get you two. Shop set will get you one for $19.99. And then please, please, please shop wide and get those wide nibs because honestly, night and day.
It is.
Right, magnetic sheets next. Now we've got 2 packs of 2, so you're getting 4.
Oh.
And they're on a deal at $9.99 with a $5.99 saving. I know, Amanda.
So £2.50 a magnetic sheet?
£2.50 a magnetic sheet.
Wow, okay.
You can cut them on your scan and cut.
You can.
So you can actually make magnets out of them if that's what you want to do.
I make magnets.
Yeah, all the time. Then you can use them for your storage, obviously. What we do is put them onto a piece of mount board and then put all our dies on top. But they're also the magnetic shims that go through your Pro Cut. So eventually you will have to change that magnetic shim because you've got pressure. So a magnetic shim is pliable. So it doesn't feel like it, but it's almost got like a spongy nature to it. So when you're cutting dies, you can see the pressure there, especially open dies like fundamentals, can push into your magnetic sheet.
It does.
Now, it doesn't really matter until it starts falling apart. But once it starts falling apart, you want to buy the correct magnetic shims for your die cutting machine. These are those. But they can also be used as storage. So to get 4 of them for $9.99 before your club discount, that's a cracking price because we've knocked $5.99 off. So that's a really good deal. You're going to get 4 of them. Shop sheet, I've got to be careful how I say that. One day, shop sheet, $9.99. Well, I will, won't I? One day it'll all happen.
I'm not saying anything.
Well, you know what it's like. Right, shall we have a look at Flower of the Month, Amanda?
Yes, please.
Come on then. Talk to me about this. I'm going to have a little perch.
You having a moment?
I am, and then we'll have a look at that trimmer.
So,
a little perch. It's been a busy day today. There hasn't been many of us in, but it feels like we've done a lot in a day.
Of course we have.
Because we're getting ready for birthday tomorrow.
That's right. It feels like we've done a lot.
Birthday tomorrow.
Loads. I've been sewing.
I know, right? So every day at 2:30 we go into what we call a production meeting and we go through all the shows for tomorrow. And Diane is brilliant at this. So she'll go, so all those cushion panels over there, have we got any finished samples? And we all go, no, because it's just come off the printer. So then Amanda goes, right then, I shall go downstairs and make some cushions.
So that's exactly what I did.
That's what happens. Every day, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Have we got finished samples for that? Well,
no, but somebody will go and do that.
Yeah, go and do that, make that happen. Right, so Flower of the Month.
Flower of the Month is beautiful.
It
Okay,
is.
absolutely gorgeous. So
Here's your stuff.
here's the doodads.
Hollyhocks.
It is hollyhocks, absolutely glorious. So, and we did have lots of questions earlier on, and I apologise, this is on me, but I just thought it worked beautifully, about the bell jar die. It was a Craftmaster die.
Do we not have any more?
It's sold out.
Did it?
Yeah. So that's why I thought. So, but
I
that's...
could make one of them on the scanner cup.
Yeah, well, yeah, actually you could use the die, make a mask.
No, I could make it out to the basic shapes.
Could you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. We're doing quilt blocks tomorrow, aren't we?
You are doing quilt blocks tomorrow.
Learning tomorrow.
Learning tomorrow.
So that is the build a bouquet. So whenever we give you the flower of the month, it has a formula. We have the build a bouquet aspect that gives you the bits, the fillerineras, if you'd like, if you want. So you've got the stem, you get the extra leaves, you get the fruit, finishing touches. Okay,
Right.
so that is the build a bouquet.
Okay.
Or you can actually build a full bouquet from it, hence the name. Then you have the smaller elements, okay? So these are the spears, and when you look at hollyhocks, right at the top, there's not very much happening because that's all new bud. But when this is your die, but look what you can actually create.
Lovely, aren't they?
The matting and layering and the decoupage levels you can get on it are stunning, okay? There's a little bit of a tease in the background there.
Got a brick wall stencil launching tomorrow.
Wow.
Maybe. And it will be an SVG file, but not till Friday.
Just saying. We've also had that conversation at 2:30 today. Is it an SVG file? Yes, but you can't have it till Friday. Okay. So that was the conversation.
So I kept this zipped, but the subtitles appeared. Right.
Mel goes into this and she's saying, I'm just putting it out there.
Just putting it out there.
Just
First
putting it out
question
there.
we'll get tomorrow morning is, are those stencils available as SVG files?
Yeah, and then she says, and then it rounds it off. I'm just putting it out there.
putting it out there.
That is the end.
Send me a bit.
Just putting it out there. It's ever so funny.
Just putting it out there.
Just you could do a
that.
vinyl.
Heat transfer vinyl.
Yeah, you
Right,
could.
come on, because I want to do the
Then
mystery boxes.
we've got Holly. I didn't know we'd got them. Hollyhocks. Look, so these are the big ones, and they're really lovely.
It's all in the prep, kid. All in the prep.
I was just like, I'm just standing in. I'm not Stephanie. It should have been the lovely Stephanie tonight, and
A bit under the weather.
So I've jumped in, and then I says to Ethan, you're either walking home or you're doing camera. So he says, well, I'll stop and do camera. So that's like...
we sent her home because she was feeling a bit under the weather. I can't remember the last time that lady had a day off.
No.
And she needed it, so we sent her home. Right, so if you want your flower of the month,
Yes.
chop hollyhock.
Yes.
$29.99 will get you all 3 sets of dies.
It
right?
does. Yes.
And the artwork.
Yes.
If you want the Minecraft Studio of it,
Which is the artwork aspect.
this bit,
And
Amanda
again,
will show you that.
we've got...
It's shop MCS and it's $8.99.
Beautiful.
If you want the SVG files today,
Right now.
shop SVG, $9.99. If you want Minecraft Studio and SVG, which is what I would recommend because you get all the colourways, it's shop digital, $14.99. Right, come on, kids. And then we can
Laughing at me.
What a surprise.
So, come closer, come closer. This is why we love... No, that's going the wrong way.
Ethan! Oh, you're pushing your luck, kid.
It's cheeky, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't imagine where he got that from.
Anyway, so these are your hollyhocks. This is your Minecraft Studio. But look,
All the colourways.
you get all the
Right,
colours.
hang on then. So, original colourway free.
Yes.
And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different colourways.
Yes.
That will cost you £6,
Yes.
right? Minecraft
Yes.
Studio by itself is $8.99, and that's just for that. Then you've got all your different colourways in the heads as well.
Yes.
And all the way through.
Yes.
So it's much better value for money to buy the MCS.
Yes.
And instead of buying just downloading all your different colourways, basically.
It is, absolutely.
But also get your SVG and your MCS together because then you get all of those different colourways, right?
So, like Mel's just suggested, you get the pink and then the additional colours are extra. So each one is like 6. Look at all this.
Look at this lot.
All of that is £1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. £18.
You're only paying $14.99 for MCS and SVG.
With that.
So, MCS by itself, $8.99. Shop MCS. Love the background papers. Shop SVG if you just want the cutting files, so what the dies will be, but as SVG files, so they're scalable. And then if you want the MCS and the SVG files, it's Shop Digital, $14.99. They're beautiful.
It's like almost
like it's been stenciled.
Or a flock.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, really
then,
pretty.
This.
What's this? Was ist das?
Das ist
Das ist?
Blush.
Oh.
So, and I don't mean blush. This is blush, okay?
This is very
so,
pretty.
if you purchase, am I right in saying this, Amber? If you purchase the bundle,
and the bundle is what? The dies?
Dies and artwork.
Right.
You get that for free.
Oh.
Which is, again, a download, which is worth $4.99. However, if you type in Shop Blush, you can have it as a $4.99 download.
That's exciting.
But it's gorgeous.
Sublimation.
I know.
Sublimation.
It's got that written all over it, hasn't it?
Isn't it? Right, lovely. Right. I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
Oh, go on then.
Go on then. We're cleaning the counter. We're going to clear the counter. We're going to go out now then. We launched these on Saturday.
There's a reason we're doing this.
On Saturday morning, Stephanie and I said, right, we'll do the mystery boxes. So we had a plan for once. So we had a plan where we said, right, what we're going to do is we're going to do, what was it called? What was yesterday's? What was the die collection called?
All our yesterdays.
All our yesterdays. We did the die collection. We said, right, we're going to do that from 8 o'clock in the morning till 9:30. Then 9:30 till 10 o'clock, we're going to do half an hour on the mystery boxes because we only had a certain amount. And then we'll go in the next studio and do Sospeso Trasparente for an hour. Perfect. Yeah, 10 minutes in, all of them sold out.
Gone.
Gone. Literally gone.
Literally.
Right, yeah, kid, you get that one.
This one's my one.
That's yours. Now, this is Shop Mystery. They're $49.99, but you have a minimum of £100 worth of product. So let me show you what you've got and what I've got. I've got a macrame kit.
You worked it out to be a lot more than £100.
Oh, yeah, we did. There's a minimum of, I think there's 25 pieces in this one. £2, right? And here's the thing.
Oh.
The $49.99 is before your club discount.
Yeah. So you're getting more off. And we're going to give you points as well.
And we're going to give you points. And if it's over £35, once all your discounts, etc., have been taken off, you're not paying for shipping either. Right, so you've got a macrame kit, £2. You've got a jewellery kit. You've got moulds here. These are the, what was this? What does this one make?
That's your candle.
Your candle moulds. So you've got 2 moulds in there.
Your candle stand.
Your candle stand. Oh, your candle stand. Right. You've got a pot Cadence paint. You've got a Cadence Dora hybrid metallic.
Yeah, I think I've got one of them.
You've got one of the 3D pearls from Cadence. You've got another jewellery kit. You've got a little wind charm. Love that. Now we've got the aqua stone back in stock. That will be lovely outside in the tree. Just as the breeze blows, it'll just tinkle.
Big bottles of that, haven't we?
Yes, big bottles. My favourite dye ever, peppermint. Love that. It's like when you dress your dogs up at Christmas and they sit there and go like that, don't they? Like, really? If a dog could talk, right? You're getting that. Well, okay, I'm saying you're getting that. You're not getting that. Contents will vary.
Yes.
I need to make that really clear. Then you've got some tissue paper in there. You've got a full set of layering stencils in this one.
They were best part of nearly £30,
They were £39.99. They were. You're getting those. You've got dies, so you've got your tired out and that one, and your ray of light. You've got those, and it could be anything in here, but this is the type of thing you're going to get. Look at that, cream of the crop.
One of my
End of the lane.
It was
Loved that collection.
Oh, my favourite characters.
Kingsley and Merriweather.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. You've got your candle die in there.
That is a deal. Again, when you think what we've just said about that 3-layer stencil of being $39.99, now remember, if you take into account that $39.99, this is $49.99. So you've paid for that stencil, another £10, and you're getting everything free.
Acrylic paper pad.
Yes.
Embossing sentiments.
Yes.
Stickers for the kids or for you. Look at those. So you're getting loads of stickers. And then you're also going to get cardstock. So you've got lots of different cardstock in there. But here's the thing. $14.99 premium pure print.
It is.
That's crazy value.
So
all of that.
$14.99
Right, I'm going to
for
count
that.
up. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25, 27. We just divide $49.99 by 27, darling, please.
She's on it. Moment, just a moment.
$47.99. $49.99 divided by
7.
no
27.
£1.80.
No, but now, just as a for instance, $49.99, take the 5% off, then divide it by 27.
Okay. You can see where we're going, can't you? Right? Less than 2. I mean, that's just crazy value. Gift. All your gifts. Share it with a craft group. Maybe you've got friends that craft and you're going to split it between you. You've got 4 of you, tenner each. You're going to get 5 or 6 items each.
All of, yeah,
That's
absolutely. For a tenner.
honestly brilliant. Now, this finishes at 1 minute to midnight tonight. So these will not be here tomorrow, unless Stephanie comes in the morning and goes,
oh,
it's
yeah.
our birthday, let's carry on, which is quite possible. But officially, we've been told that this finishes today because it was a bank holiday crazy deal. Right, Amanda, what have you got in yours?
So in mine, now, these kits that we're bringing you are the creative kits. So it's not just a kit.
Nope.
You're getting everything that you need for that kit and education. So I think they're like something like £17.
Yeah, absolutely.
Round about
right.
there. Okay.
And
So-
worth it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So
That's
you've
a
not
lovely
got
one.
one.
Nope.
So you've got jewellery.
Yep.
Embroidery kit.
Embroidery kit. And you get all the threads in there.
Absolutely. And the little cases.
Yep.
There's another little wind
I
charm.
like those wind chimes. I'm going to get some of those and put them in our tree.
I like the noise. We've got some cadence. Big pot of cadence. In fact, what's
It's the
that?
Venetian touch. Yep.
What the
Use it as a
heck?
pen.
Another
Molds
set of moulds
for your trinkets.
for your plates or things like that. Your
Coasters.
That's
That's
the
it.
word. Oh,
I
more.
know. $8.99 that pen.
Oh, hang on a minute. I'm just going to get a few at a time.
Yeah, because you're going to have to be quick because we've got 2 minutes
Stencils.
left.
Okay, there's 4 in there. Embossing stencils. Oh,
Peppermint.
Peppermint's there. More 2 red robins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lots of your stickers. Jewellery.
Another one. Brilliant, this, isn't it? $49.99.
Different colour candle wax. Oh, embellishment drops.
Yep. Card.
Big
Finger
stencil.
crop.
Yeah.
Now, contents will vary. Ethan, have you been packing loads of these up with lots of different goodies? Yeah. Ethan works in the warehouse.
So
And it's good. Do you know your lad knows where everything is in that warehouse?
absolutely is. I am.
And then Martin comes back off holiday and moves everything round.
Drives
Don't tell
him mad.
anybody. Drives me mad too.
Drives them all mad because they'll move everything around and they'll go to get it and it's like
It's gone. Where's it gone?
it's gone. So yeah, so you're getting more cardstock.
All of
That's the
this.
one, $14.99.
That's crazy.
More, and just all of that is just crazy value.
It is, and it's brilliant value as well. So, 2 deals that you need to get. First of all, Shop Mystery, $49.99. Even if you bought one already, get another one before the deal runs out because you'll get different stuff. Secondly, your hot foil pen. Not only are we knocking £5 off the price, so we're bringing it down from $39.99 to $34.99, but you're getting 2. One for your fine nib, one for your wide nibs. Get your wide nibs in that basket with them. It's an absolute game changer. If you want to be able to be creating things like this, just with foil and a stencil, look how stunning these are. They're absolutely, I'm going to come back to this hydrangea, it's absolutely immaculate. There isn't a single little bit of foil that's missing there, and all of that has been done by hand.
Yes.
It probably took me about an hour or an hour and a half, something like that, because once you've got that wide nib, you literally bounce off your stencil. It's quite quick, and then go back in with that really fine nib and just flick and get those etched lines in on top of your hybrid paint.
These were a favourite.
Aren't they lovely?
I totally fell in love with these.
Absolutely. But look at the quality of that foil. It's our classic foil, so Shop Classic. You've got £5 off that today as well. $19.99 will get you 15 metres of foil across 5 colours. But this is what they've all been done with. Look how beautiful. I mean, they're just stunning.
Absolutely.
And therapeutic. If you need that time where you switch your head off and you just focus on what you're doing and nothing else gets involved, then absolutely. Shop Pen is going to get you 2 of them for $34.99. Shop Set is going to get you 1 of them if you want 1 for $19.99. And then Shop Wide will get you 2 of the wide nibs for $9.99.
And you do get 3 metres. You get a silver and a gold foil in the pen.
6 metres of foil
so
in
you get
each
6
case.
metres. So if you have those 2, you get
get
12
12
metres. And then when
Yep.
you put the other one in, that's going to keep you going for a little bit.
It is going to keep you going for a little bit. Right, it's time for us to go.
It is.
We're all set up ready for birthday tomorrow. We'll be bright and early. Don't miss a trick. And I'm really happy because we get to do SVG
Can I
files
just
first.
quickly-
Hang on a minute.
Fine.
We get to do SVG files. So we're launching with the SVG files, which I'm quite happy about. I know, right? And we've got 3 Brothers shows tomorrow. So I'm going to show you how to make the box frame that you did in batch 6 of
Yep,
the cards
yep.
and decorate it with the 2 red robins. Then we're going to do foiling your reflections,
Which is very beautiful.
which is very beautiful. And then at 6 o'clock, we've got Family Favourites, which is also very cute. So you're going to get 3 shows full of 2 red robins and SVGs. Then David and Stephanie
Yes.
are launching the dies. Then me and David are launching the micro studio. And then me and you are doing the fabrics.
We are.
So we've got loads right across the board, and it's beautiful. 2 red robins, 4th birthday.
It is.
It's absolutely fabulous. And it's not a massive collection, so it's really well priced, but the artwork is absolutely stunning. So we go on then, really quickly, because these kids need to get on.
They do. Yeah,
Right,
so we
we're
had a
asked,
question.
Would this trimmer cut thicker materials and foam? So this is your 5-in-1 kit and caboodle trimmer. Go on. The answer to foam is yes.
And that's the thick, funky foam
Funky foam.
that the little ones have.
And then this is cardboard packaging.
Cardboard packaging.
I think the answer to that, my friends, is yes, it will. So if you want that, that is shop paper, $39.99. We will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Don't be late. You don't want to miss it. It's
Put your
very
party
exciting.
frock on.
Yep, and your
Yeah, and your hat.
and your hat.
All of that.
And we'll see you tomorrow. You take care. Lots of love. Bye.